What's up? It's Jeff. Welcome to my house and subsequently my office. The last few years, my wife Jessica and I have been super fortunate to be able to work from home, to make a multiple six-figure income, and more importantly, to do it in a way that's fun and exciting, and also in a way that we're really proud of. And so, if you're like us, you've probably spent some time looking at ways to earn an income online. For us, we searched for years and tried a lot of different things. Affiliate marketing and network marketing and drop shipping, and there's probably a few others. Like, let's face it, making money online is a shit show. There's so many things that you can do, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with some of those models, although we found some significant flaws that to us were things that were deal breakers, right? In a lot of those things, you're competing against hundreds of thousands, if not millions of other people. You're selling somebody else's product. You ultimately make a tiny percentage of what you sell, and you have no control of your business. We found that even in network marketing, where we had success, we were the people on stage, waving around the checks, making big money, and ultimately, a CEO or an executive could change the compensation plan, they could change the product line. They ultimately have control of your business. And so although you're an entrepreneur, reality is somebody else had control of our fate, had control of our finances, and ultimately had control of our life. And that's not a good feeling. As entrepreneurs, we wanted to be able to be the one in the driver's seat. We wanted to call our own shots. We never wanted to, have lingering doubts in our mind about where our income was going or what could happen to it. And so, we ultimately made this transition and this change to doing local lead generation. And in a minute, I'm going to walk you through exactly why we made that change, how it's different, how it all works. I'm going to lay it all out for you. But if you're in a spot where you're looking for something, I would challenge you to investigate this. In my opinion, my humble opinion, there's not a better model right now for going to make consistent income online that is tried, tested, and true, in a way that's low competition, in a way that you can do it and have fun, and it's win-win, and you're actually proud of what you do. And so when Jess and I made this transition, everything in our life changed. And this is coming from a place of trying and doing well in a lot of other things as well. So if you're online and you're looking for a way to have a significant home-based business with a significant income attached, I'm going to walk you through exactly why and how we made this change, and you can see for yourself. So let's hop over to my computer. I'm going to walk you through it, and we'll dive in. All right, let's dive in. This is exactly what Jess and I did to really make this big shift and transition. And diving into local lead generation ads changed absolutely everything for us. And, it's just simple little ads that drive local businesses more customers and brings them more revenue. So let's talk about what makes this different and really why it's working well for us and why I believe it will work well for you as well. Number one is low competition. So running local ads for people, you're doing it for small businesses, right? There is literally thousands of cities and thousands of businesses within those cities. And so, Jess and I, we couldn't put a dent in the market if we tried. A lot of people say, well, if this is working so well for you, why would you, teach it, or why would you share what you're doing with other people? And the reality is that, there's not really a lot of competition in the space. There's thousands of different local businesses that you can work with, and then you don't have to do it in your own backyard. We have clients all over the United States, all over Canada. You could do it for international clients in the UK or Australia. It doesn't really matter, as long as they pretty much speak English, use the internet, and have a local business. You can go help them. So the competition thing really isn't a factor. There's just too many businesses that need this sort of help. You will rarely run across competition in this space, which is great. It means it's wide open for you to go exploit. The second thing, high demand. What business doesn't want more leads, more customers, more revenue? They all do. I mean, it's the lifeblood of any small business. And again, most businesses want to grow. And so in order to do that, they're going to need a way to attract new customers, new clientele. That is a huge piece of what every small business owner and entrepreneur spends their day doing, is how do I make it so this business attracts more business and makes more money, right? And if you can be the solution for that, it's amazing. You don't have to have a business where you're changing somebody's buying behavior, right? A lot of businesses, it's getting somebody to do something different, right? It's getting somebody to do something that they're not used to doing. You're having to sell and convince, in order to do that. In local lead generation, businesses already want leads. They already understand that they need more customers. They're just looking for an efficient way to do it and a way to do it that really works. And so if you can be that solution, you don't have to convince somebody to do that and spend their money with you. And, what we found is most local businesses are already spending a pile of money on marketing. They've already spent money on radio ads and billboards and tried other things. And so most of them are already open to doing it, and they already have a budget allocated to do it as well. So, the next piece, number 3, recurring high ticket revenue. And so that's a big, big deal. A single client pays us right now up to $1,500, up to $9,000 every single month. Can you imagine that? One client typically puts somebody in a position where, they're making, significant revenue. When I speak to people who are wanting to grow a small business, wanting to grow an online business, a home-based business, they are looking for typically about $5,000 to $10,000 a month in revenue to cover their bills so that they can stay home, do their thing, build a business online. And, when you look at the local lead generation space, there's, a $1,500, $2,000 client, how many of those do you really need to hit your goals? Let's face it, if you can get yourself 3 to 5 clients in most cases, you're going to hit the income goal that's needed to be able to do it full time and to be at home doing it. And so for a lot of people, that's super appealing. It was appealing to us. We ended up building an agency that at any given month, we manage between 25 and 30 clients. And so, you look at that, it doesn't take a whole lot to be like really successful in your own right in the space. Can you go build a significant multiple 6-figure income? Absolutely. Can you build a 7-figure income? No doubt about it. There is a way to do that systematically. And a big piece of this is because when you get a new client, you're getting paid a significant amount of money to manage their account for them. And then that is, rebuild every 30 days. So every 30 days, when you go get a client, okay, one client is $1,500 or $2,000 a month. If you can go get 2 or 3 clients in a month, well, next month, those 3 clients rebill, that's 6,000. And then the next month, you're getting another 3. Well, now all of a sudden your income, can go to 8,000, 12,000. It doesn't really matter, right? But that consistent recurring high ticket income is super attractive. All right, so number 4, it's super simple to set up and manage. So you'll see in a minute, I'm going to actually go through a campaign, walk you through a campaign, show you what that looks like so you can get an understanding of what we actually do for these clients. But, once you set it up, it takes me maybe an hour to 2 hours, let's say, to set up a campaign, and maybe about an hour a week to manage it. So that's probably even being generous. So, once you do this once, you'll find that the more you do it, the faster you get at it. And if you work in one niche, one vertical, so with one type of client over and over again, you'll find that you can just use the same campaign in multiple different markets, multiple different cities, and that speeds the whole thing up. So if you get campaigns for one client, there's nothing stopping you from going and finding a similar client, same city, different city, and just going and replicating it. And that's where you start to get some speed of income, and this whole system starts to really duplicate quickly. So number 5, 100% control. This was a big thing for us. This is your own deal, right? It's your own business. You're calling the shots. You're setting your pricing. You're deciding what clients to work with. Nobody else is in your business. Nobody else can shut it down. There's no middlemen. There's no one else calling the shots. No one else control. It's 100% your future, your destiny. You decide what you want to do with it, and you run it your own way. And I think that's what Jess and I really were lacking in a lot of these other online businesses, was we always felt like it was somebody else's deal, and we were just sort of working within it. This is your own thing. You call your own shots. Number 6, it's a win-win. So when you get clients' results, they love you, right? I mean, if you think about it, if you're the person responsible for bringing a client new customers, adding to their revenue, building these profitable campaigns for them, you're really helping them build their business, and they love you for that. It's an amazing win-win. You're actually putting some real value into a company, and you're getting paid accordingly. That's a wonderful thing, and there's some great perks that come along with that. We have clients give us hockey tickets. We have clients give us gifts. It feels good to actually do something that you're proud of and excited about, right? And I think that that's really cool. When we used to be in online marketing, doing affiliate stuff or network marketing, people would ask us what we did, And it was tricky, right? I mean, even though we were confident in what we did and whatever, it's a tough thing to explain to the average person, right? I mean, we'd have family ask us what we did and they didn't really get it. It's a tricky thing to explain, but if somebody asks you what you do and you say I help local businesses get more customers through online marketing, it's very simple, right? It's very straightforward, and everybody sort of knows what that is. So something you can be excited and proud of. Number 7, it's an evergreen skill. So as long as businesses need customers, you'll have a way to stay paid, right? Plain and simple, you'll have a way to stay paid. As long as you have mastered the skill of bringing any sort of local business new customers, you'll always be in demand. You'll have an evergreen skill that you can always bank on. Yeah, the platforms are going to change. There's going to be new ways that come out, but we've got you covered on that stuff. We're always evolving and changing on some of those things. So I'm always going to teach and show people how to do it, in a way that's working right now. And, you'll evolve and learn those things as you go too. And so, as long as businesses need customers, you'll have a place, you'll have a way to make money. And I think that's important, right? Who wants to build something that takes his blood, sweat, and tears, all this time and effort, only to have the trend of what you're doing disappear or go away over a few short years? And you're seeing that now. Technology, all these things are speeding up. By the time that you really learn something, grasp it, and put it into play, you have to ask yourself, is it even going to be relevant anymore, right? Isn't even going to be something that you can still run with? Right. And so that's what I love about local lead generation is it's been around for a long time, and it will be around for a long time going forward. So you can really bank on that, which is nice. So let me show you what I mean by how these campaigns run, what they sort of look like. I'm going to give you an example. So this first example, this was actually a campaign that we ran for a company called Bone and Biscuit. So they're a dog food store, and it's actually where we go to get dog food. So our little puppy is spoiled rotten. Basically, he's like our little fur baby, right? So we get him like good organic dog food. It's probably more expensive than it needs to be. We pay probably too much, but we love them, so we treat them good, right? And so this dog food store is one that we'd gone to for a while. Perfect example. Simple conversation. Said, the owner's in there all the time. We ask them, how do you guys get more customers? Oh, we have a billboard out on the street. I'm like, okay, well, how do you track if that's bringing new customers? Oh, we don't really. Sometimes our staff asks where they came from, but we don't really have a system. And, I just told them, look, if there was a way that you could go get more customers coming into your business, would you be open to trying it, right? He said, yeah. And so this is one of the strategies and techniques that we use at the start of our business, which you could use for yourself too, but we actually did a free sort of trial for him. So we said, look, we'll run a campaign for you. Let's let it run for a little bit. Let's see how it performs after a week or so. And if you're happy with the results that it brings you, then let's have a conversation about you coming on board as a client, right? And so perfect example of this. This is a freaking super easy way to go get some business owners and clients off the bat is go get them results. When they see it's working, then you can have a conversation about them coming on board. How much easier do you think it is to have a conversation with somebody about paying you once they see that what you're doing is working really well for them, right? It's a very simple conversation to have. And so a lot of people in the program that I'm going to talk about in a minute, they use this technique as well. And so it's super simple, and that's what we used in this situation with Bone and Biscuit. So we said, let us run you a campaign, let's see how it performs, then let's talk about bringing you on as a client. And said, sure, let's do it. So here's the ad we ran. All right, so we're giving away a coupon for 15% off all premium brands and sizes of dry dog food. We ran this campaign for them. Basically, it's just a coupon campaign. So they decided, hey, we'll give a discount if people are going to come into the store and redeem it. So somebody would see this sponsored ad going through their news feed, right? They'd click on it, right? We targeted, in this situation, I think within 25 miles or 20 miles of their store, which is just their customers, their surrounding area. And then we targeted people who had an interest in dogs, so dog owners, things like that. We ran this campaign strictly towards that group of people. And here's some of the, actually, I'll go through the campaign results in a second. But if somebody were to see this and click on it, they'd come over to this landing page, right? Again, this is super simple to build, right? We show you exactly inside the program how to build these campaigns, how to put this together, how to choose the right imaging, how to write the headline, all that stuff. All of this piece, how to set up targeting, how to run the ad, the whole thing, top to bottom. I show you step by step inside the Profit League. I'm going to talk about the Profit League a little bit more in a second, but this is exactly what we do. and we show you how to set up these landing pages. Again, if you've been in online marketing, it's super simple, right? We had already had all these skills before we went into local lead generation because we'd been around online marketing for a while. We were just targeting the wrong group of people. We weren't using our skill set in a way that was the most profitable. And so, this is a simple landing page. Say 15%. We had a little countdown timer here. 15 coupons remaining. They click on give me the coupon, right? 15% off. We'll just do like a sample one here. Okay. They put in their email. They go download now. This is going to take them to the thank you page. So the thank you page, now they've got a lead. So now we've generated a lead for the dog food company. So they never had an email list before, and you'd be shocked. I talk to business owners all the time. Local businesses, maybe 1 out of 10 actually has an email list, right? So they don't even have a way to really communicate with their prospects and their clients, right? They don't do it. They don't know how to do it properly. I think a lot of that is business owners just don't take the time to learn this stuff. They're busy in the trenches of their own business, and so they don't learn a lot of these skills that are really simple stuff for us to do, right? But for them, they just don't take the time. So we built them like a little email list. We just captured a lead. Now they're on a thank you page. Here's the actual coupon code that they need to come in, and boom, right there. That's the little thing. And we did a little bonus offer for them. Come in today or call to enter your name to win a $50 gift card, right? So we had people calling in, all that sort of thing, right? This is like a very simple to run campaign. Again, that maybe takes me an hour to 2 hours tops to set up. And, let's look at the results. So the results from this campaign, just to show you how this did. Now, this was the first 10 days. So this is when we ran the trial, right? So total spent, we spent $124, okay, to run this for 10 days. Cheap, super cheap. We reached 11,200 people. We had 73 people click on the actual ad. From that, the cost per click was about $1.70, right? The number of leads, so out of the 73 people who clicked, 35 of them put in their email address to get the coupon, right? So there's 35 leads. So they can follow up with those 35 leads. We built them a little email sequence that follows up with those people. The cost per lead then, $3.55, right? Number of sales from that, 35, ended up being 14. So they had 14 people come in and actually redeem the coupon, right? Which is 14 brand new customers for them. The cost per sale then for them was $8.87. What local business isn't going to take a new customer at $8.87 to acquire them, right? It's crazy. The lifetime customer value, so what this client is worth to the pet food store over the course of a year, between $750 and $1,000. So keep in mind that these are people spending, about $80 a time that they're in the store. It's not a cheap dog food store. It's kind of like a gourmet, organic type dog food store. So it's a little higher end. But again, $750 to $1,000 over the course of a year. So, the campaign revenue, that little 10-day spurt that we did for them at the start would have generated $10,000 to $14,000 for them over the course of the year. Now, which company is not going to exchange? Let's say we charge them $1,500. What company is not going to trade $1,500 for 10 to 14 grand, right? Business owners will do that all day long. We ended up getting the contract. It's a $1,500 a month contract, and we run, different campaigns, and this ad continuously manage this campaign for the pet food store, right? Super simple. How hard of a conversation do you think it was to have with them about bringing them on as a client after, our first little, trial, right? Super simple. They were so impressed. They were happy. They'd never had anything like this before that generated leads and brought sales in for them automatically. Easy conversation, boom, $1,500 a month client, lock it up, ready to go. And now we could go to any other pet food store that we really wanted to, show them these campaign results, and go take them on as a new client as well, right? And we can just go replicate the results, and we can go stack on $1,500 a month accounts, one on top of the other, right? You can build your income that way very, very quickly. So that's just a quick example of exactly the campaigns that we run, how simple it is to set up. Again, we teach you all of this. Inside the Profit League, which is a program I'm going to talk about in a second, we go through all of this for you. So you don't have to do any guesswork. We'll show you the type of campaigns to set up, how they work. All of that stuff is covered in detail. And I'm going to go through that with you now. All right, so there it is. That is local lead generation advertising in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed that, and feel free, go use that stuff on your own. It's absolutely changed my wife and I's life, and it's been amazing. If you're looking for a way to do it and have sort of a shortcut, a way to make things go faster, a little smoother, and you want some guidance, we have created something called the Profit League, which is really a program my wife and I put together as a way to teach people how to go do this and basically boil down everything that we've learned over the last 3 years, put it into digestible content that you can just follow along with step by step, so that you can go do what we did, go build an agency from $0 to $50,000 a month, and have a lot of fun in the process doing it. And so this community is sort of a closed community. It's an application only, and obviously it's a paid program as well. And so if you're somebody who's looking for some help in how to do this, we've put together, in my opinion, one of the best programs for anybody to go learn this entire process. We've put our client getting process, our automated funnels that bring clients to us. We've got 6 or 7 different strategies inside the Profit League right now of tactics we've used to go acquire new clients. Some are warm, some are cold. We've got a lot of different things in there that you can just go duplicate and go use for yourself. And also we're continuously adding to that because we still have an agency. So our agency is profitable. There's no reason for us to shut it down. So we're continuously adding new things to it as we find other things that work, as we go test things, as the market and things change with technology. Obviously, all of that gets updated for community members as well. So you get the benefit of that too. We've got all of our client agreements and contracts in there. We've got incredible section on Facebook advertising, obviously, step by step, over the shoulder, screen share. You get to see every little piece of how to actually go build these campaigns, how the platform works, best practices, everything that we do to go make that work and get results for our clients so that you can just go do the exact same thing. We've got 20 plus different done for you campaigns in there. So we've ran campaigns with a broad number of clients, and so all of our winning campaigns we put in there so you can just go copy and paste those as well, which is really exciting. So if you're not creative or you just don't want to go test things in a new niche, you can just go copy one of the niches that we have and go work with one of the tens of thousands of business owners who are probably in that space and just go get results for yourself. So it's exciting. The community is going great. We've got students in there getting their first clients within 7 to 10 days of joining, which is super exciting when you consider that clients are worth $1,500 to $2,000 a month plus in recurring revenue. So people are starting to get results, and you can see more of that on the proof page if you want to go through that too. But again, the community is an application only community. So if you want in, you need to get on a call with myself or Jess. We screen everybody who comes in just to make sure that our community stays tight-knit. It's a very family type vibe. We work closely with everybody in there. So we want the right people in there who are there for the right reasons. And so if you think that's you and you think you'd be a fit, then hit the schedule now button, book a call with myself or Jess. We'll get on, we can talk strategy. If you have questions, we can answer those. We'll have questions for you, obviously, to make sure you're a good fit. And if you are, then we'll extend an invitation out to you, and you can come join the party and hang out with us in Profit League and build a successful lead generation business, and sort of once and for all put this whole making money from home and having some fun doing it thing to bed, and finally go accomplish it. So I'd be excited to chat with you. Hit the schedule now button, and we'll chat soon. Cheers.